people together to create sort of action plans for how they can identify the things that they're most passionate about, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we have people who said, women's rights issues or climate change or police community relations or preparing the youth for leadership or education, all these different issues. And people came together. We had 250 people out on the morning of the Women's March. So a couple hours before the Women's March started, we had folks get together and break out into these 20 different groups and created strategic doing plans. What I love about strategic doing is it's different than a lot of the strategic planning that we do in the city of Madison. We're very good at developing plans in this community. But the idea of strategic doing, and my friend Rebecca Ryan really led us through this process. She said, we don't need anyone's permission. We don't need anyone's money. We just need to roll up our sleeves and get to work in a focused way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
So it was really fun. I keep hearing from people who are reading about it saying, how do I get involved? And there's a Facebook group.
Okay.
If you go to leadinglocally.org right now, that directs you to the Facebook group. We've got some volunteers that are working to put together a separate website that'll make that coordination even easier. But listen, whether or not you get involved in the Leading Locally movement, my ask to the community is find something that you're passionate about and just find a way to do a little bit more than you used to, right? Because, to be sure, Madison is a community of doers.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And, when you lock arms with your neighbors and those that you share enthusiasm with, we can do anything. I'm really excited about the possibility here in this community.
Definitely. And Stacy Ozane, you're a perfect example of that, of just getting out doing something. Now, I remember when we talked over the phone, it seems like this movement is growing.
It is, just a little bit. In a few short years, I didn't think I would be serving more than just my daughter's schools. And now I have other social workers reaching out to me in their times of need. And specifically, one school is a location where refugee families are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming into the Madison area. So when they show up at the school, they are showing up with basically a t-shirt, a pair of pants, and nothing else because they come out of these warm climates straight into Madison's tundra. And they call me or email me, and they tell me their specific size of what they need. And what is amazing about this whole social media world is that if I don't have what I need in those sizes for those kids, immediately I post. And that's how you've been seeing me, Haywood.
Okay.
You're like, these are my needs. Here are the sizes. And I tell you, within 24 to 48 hours, I'm walking back into that school with bags specifically for those children and possibly even their parents.
That's
and
beautiful.
so it is all about people coming together. It could be my neighbors, my colleagues at First Weber, people, high school friends that are dropping things off at my office, whatever it is, and we're meeting needs. So it has been inspirational to me, as well as meeting some of my personal needs to help the community.
Right.
So.
That's awesome, and that's the reason I agreed. And Aaron Perry is going to be up next with us to take over for him, so to speak, or to replace him. Is because we get to share these type of stories with people, and otherwise, without shows like WORT, I don't see them in all the media. I hear them sometimes through Facebook. That we can get the word out about those type of programs. How can people contact you? And then I think Michelle has something special for us. But how can people reach you, Stacy, if they want to help, if they want to donate? What's the best way to reach you?
I think that all of our schools need help, not just the ones that I'm helping. So when we grow out of our winter gear, our children, we're in them for such a short period of time. Our boots, our waterproof gloves, hats, jackets and snow pants especially.
Mm-hmm.
We might be in them for 6 months, and then we can't wear them anymore. They still have life in them. And instead of dropping them off to a location where they might package them up and take them out to Arkansas, we can just drop them off to our social workers within all of our schools here in the Madison area, and that we can start to be sustainable for the next calendar year of those needs, those winter needs. So one of the things I'm trying to work on is not taking me out of the picture per se, but trying to get some sort of a system that we get the parents kind of trained that when we're done with things, don't just drop them off somewhere, bring them in. And one idea is possibly at the end of the school year, we talked about this, is one of the last events in the school is one of the hallways lined with boxes, different sizes, marked for different sizes, different items, and then they come on in for their last I don't know, usually it's like an art night or a come see the classroom night or something at the end of the year. You're done with your snow gear. You're not going to wear it again. Drop it off at the school. We close up the box lids, package them up for the following year. We're already ready for the next year for all of our winter needs.
That's awesome.
That's so good.
So we're just kind of working on some things there. So reaching me would, go ahead, Michelle.
I was just going to ask this. You're answering the question before I even asked it.
Right.
It's telepathy.
Right.
How do we get a hold of you?
To get a hold of me, I guess my cell phone would be great. I'll give that out. 608-358-4499. I'm on Facebook, Stacy Ozayan, and through my email as well. I can give that to you as well. It's my last name, Ozayan, Ozannes, at firstweber.com.
Awesome. And we got a pledge. We got a pledge. So it's moving. It takes that to crack it. So Martha, thank you very much, Martha.
Thank you, Martha.
She says she
Thank
really
you, Martha.
enjoys the tag that we do, Michelle, that she enjoys thankful, appreciative, and grateful every Tuesday morning on WORT.
That is awesome. I also have another pledge. We had a couple of listeners actually join us for our last sugar-free workshop. I got some wonderful testimonials from them. They're going through their 15-day detox right now. We're also giving away more passes to Sugar-Free Me. It's a $100 pledge. There's going to be several of them running through 2017. So call in and get your admittance to Sugar-Free Me. It's a full nutritional 6-week class, so it's not just about getting unaddicted to sugar, but sugar is really in everything nowadays.
I think I'm addicted. I need
So
to
yeah,
see.
that's awesome. $100. There's several I'm going to give away, so call in 608-256-2001. No matter what you donate, there is something out there for you. There's books, there's audio, there's tons of different things. Or if you're just in the giving mood, hey,
Right.
we're here for you. So definitely call in. It is Pledge Drive. Your pledges keep this radio station alive. You can also go to www.wortfm.org and hit that beautiful bright donate button.
I see the Progressive Magazine subscription is only $50.
It's just
I know there's
$50.
a lot of folks who value the Progressive, who appreciate that voice, who need some alternate facts in their life.
Yes.
So $50 gets you a Progressive Magazine subscription. I think you should see some people come in for that. That'd be fantastic.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, you're getting the value of your donation in return. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's like shopping at Wart right now.
Well, thank you all for being with us. We have Wart T-shirts. We have Wart mugs. We have donations private that you can just send a donation. If you have something on your heart, thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you. She says, keep it going. She likes the buzz, the public affair, the radio kiosk. We thank you very much, Cynthia, for donating, and that was a $60 donation. We're getting close, you guys. The time is 8:33. You don't see anything else on there, Maurice? You like what? Anything good?
Well, Cynthia's about to get a mug. I saw a picture of that mug. That looks really cool. I'm interested in one of those. The hoodie.
Oh, I know. I want one of those sweatshirts.
I think the hoodie is going to be a really
I
good
think
gift.
that is really nice.
All right, so Michelle, we just
But also
did a
little
pledge for
Madison
Michelle.
history for
Yes.
$40. I think that's pretty neat. The Madison yearbook,
Yes.
first 75 years.
Is that a Stu Levitan? Is that Stu? Does it say Stu's name on there,
Yes, it
Michelle?
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Stu. He's the city historian, right?
Yeah.
Living legend, one of my constituents.
Yes. Also is a living legend. Well, we thank you all for being here as our first half guest, and we welcome the pledges. We'll be doing this thing again next week, but we need to get more of them in. So if you all get out or go home and you meet people or see them, tell them to send Haywood and Michelle on the Tuesday 8 o'clock buzz a little shout out, a little love.
A little love, absolutely. And again, we were with Maurice Cheeks, leadinglocally.org. Check that out. And Stacy Ozane, Coats for Kids. Do you have a name for it?
I don't. I really should probably figure that out, right? Maybe I should come to your next meeting and we could kind of brainstorm.
Yeah, we'll help organize it. So the next leading locally, let me just tell
Please.
folks. So I'm hearing from so many people that want to get involved. February 21st. I'm going to be, so the Cap Times is hosting a discussion panel at the high noon. And then just after that panel discussion, where we'll be talking about the future of transportation, then Leading Locally will be having a happy hour. So 7:30 at the high noon will be the next happy hour for Leading Locally. And
What date?
I'm sorry, February 21st. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
Awesome. Thank you all for being with us. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be back with Aaron Perry. We're going to be talking more about health and the men's health awareness, and we have more good stuff coming for you. It's the Tuesday 8 o'clock buzz. We'll be right back.
All right.